Hey, boss, he ain't working.
Welcome back to another episode of Pour Your Own Problems. I am your host, Mercy. I was wrong about Jasmine Crockett, y'all. I know what I said a couple days ago. I was wrong about Jasmine Crockett wanting to audition for The View. I was wrong. I got it all wrong. No, I got it all wrong. She's trying to win an Oscar for Best Actress. 'Cause what I seen today was very performative. Let's take a look.
Gentlelady from Texas is recognized to strike the last word.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'd ask to strike the last words.
Gentlelady is recognized.
Thank you so much. It is so hard to sit here sometimes because I didn't come to Congress to write laws or to do things that are hurting people. I'm just asking if there's any decency or heart or courage on that side of the aisle. The fact that a woman was killed, she was shot in her head, and y'all are pretending like nothing happened. I remember when Charlie Kirk got killed. Do you remember what our response was? Our response wasn't to sit there and pretend like it was okay. Is it okay because you have a badge? Because the last time I checked, allegedly no one is above the law.
Are you sure about that? Because from my recollection, your tone, Democrats' delivery was very, very somber about his death. Now, I don't wish death on anyone. I don't think no one should die. But we're going to call it how it is. That woman put herself in danger. She was selfish. You're married and you have a child. You put yourself in danger. And then almost, whether she meant to do it or not, you almost ran over a law enforcement officer. Let's just be real about it. So what Jasmine Crockett is saying right here is very performative. Let me pull up a video to show you why.
Something that you heard the senator just say, which is he was talking about a resolution that came before the House this past week honoring Charlie Kirk. And there were 58 Democrats who voted against it. You were one.
Yeah.
Why?
Absolutely. You know what? One of the things I do want to point out that's not been laid out that honestly hurts my heart is when I saw the no votes, there were only 2 Caucasians. For the most part, the only people that voted no were people of color because the rhetoric that Charlie Kirk continuously put out there was rhetoric that specifically targeted people of color. And so it is unfortunate that even our colleagues could not see how harmful his rhetoric was specifically to us. And I can tell you that a month prior to him passing away, he had actually gotten out on his podcast. I wasn't aware of this at the time, but he got out there and he was talking negatively about me directly. So if there was any way that I was going to honor somebody who decided that they were just going to negatively talk about me and proclaim that I was somehow involved in the great white replacement, yeah, I'm not honoring that kind of stuff, especially as a civil rights attorney and understanding how I got to Congress, knowing that there were people that died, people that were willing to die, that worked to make sure that voices like mine could exist in this place. So to me, just like we wanted to make sure that those Confederate relics were taken down, the idea of a new age relic being propped up was something that I just could not subscribe to. And it is unfortunate that more of my colleagues, even on my side of the aisle, could not see the amount of harm that this man was attempting to inflict upon our communities.
So, y'all see where I'm going with this? You see the contradiction? And that's why I believe what she did today was very performative. Very performative. Because you are very, very selective in your outrage. Because he said remarks about you that you didn't necessarily like doesn't mean he should have died. Just like it doesn't mean that this lady should have died. But however, those are 2 different things. One is trying to impede law enforcement, which you can't do. And the other was sitting at a college campus preaching freedom of speech to all So your talking point is baseless. You have no legs to sit on with this. You see the posture is totally different. But cause let's just be upfront, like somebody dies. We should all feel something about that. But now you want to sit here and act like no one cares because somebody passed away. No. Because I can say the same thing about your side of the aisle when Charlie Kirk died. And this is not about Charlie Kirk. This is not about the lady. It's just about the performative stunts that I'm seeing right now. Let's keep it going.
Can y'all not just have a little bit of courage and humanity? A child. A child has lost her mom. And y'all want to pretend that it is okay. I am asking.
I ain't see a tear. Man, this is very performative. You wasn't crying for her. You're sitting here acting. Cause if you're gonna do this, you would have had the same reaction towards Charlie Kirk when he got killed. Or would you have this same action if it happened to the ICE agent? If she would have ran him over, would you have this same passion for his family, for his children? And I believe she wouldn't have. I think she's full of crap. I think Crockett is full of crock. Let's keep it going.
If there is anyone that will stand for the very people that elected us and sent us to Congress, you tell us things like, well, the immigrants are bad. And so we got to get all these bills because the immigrants are the ones that are causing the harm. They're bringing the crime. The mayor of Minneapolis told y'all to get the fuck out. Yet y'all are the ones, it is this.
And I like to say he was being very performative too, because you could tell, man, sound like he ain't never cussed in a day in his life. And he said that cuss word right when it needed to be said, like it was predictable. But let's move on.
Administration that is bringing crime to their streets. That's what's happening.
Man, at the end of the day, this was very performative to me, in my opinion. Like I said, I thought she was auditioning for The View, but it looked like she's trying to get an Oscar for Best Actress. Because you gotta be kidding me. None of you had this much vitriol for when Charlie Kirk passed away. If that agent was killed, you wouldn't even have this much passion. In my opinion, shoot, don't sound like she need to be running for Texas. Sound like she need to be running for Minnesota. I'm pretty sure they'll put her in office. I don't think it's gonna happen in Texas. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Y'all think she's gonna win Best Actress at the Academy? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This your boy Mercy. I'm out.